Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about those Philadelphia 76'ers touching down in Florida, getting ready for the bubble. But that's a bit in conjunction with also what's going on in relativity to the coronavirus, aka COVID-19, aka the Rona. Um, let's get into a couple of facts real quick first, though. Bring everybody up to speed just on a couple of things. We got a couple of new coverings as far as to the game, as far as spikes in those prospective states or what have you. Texas, Arizona, and also Alabama. And shout out to the Lightning in the background. There's been spikes in those prospective places. So if you are living in Texas, Arizona, or Alabama, as they say, man, make sure that you're wearing that mask at all times, wherever you go, store, picking up your children, wherever, man. Again, going to get gas, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you wear your mask at all times. And if you are using a mask that is reusable, as far as like you can wash it or what have you, make sure that y'all are washing them at the least every other day, if not daily. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wash them like you wash your regular loads of clothes, maybe like weekly or every other week. No. You want to wash your mask if it is reusable and washable. I mean, every day, if not at least like every other day, depending upon how often that you are going out and being exposed to certain environments. Now, getting back to those stats real quick, Georgia is up 238%. Wow. Florida, 1,236%. I'm gonna repeat that. Florida is up 1,236%. That is astronomical. Now, the quote-unquote governor said a little while ago about the state doing well, blah 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 blah. How is that well? How is these numbers well? Because people surely ain't well. Truth of the matter is, a lot more people are sick and don't even know it, because of the fact that a large, I guess, percentage of cases in general, or a large percentage of that, I mean, people are like asymptomatic. They say about 30 to 40 people are testing as far as having symptoms. And that's a large percentage of people who are walking around asymptomatic that are transmitting this very, very contagious, you know what I'm saying, virus around the folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Like, after a while, like, when things was new, you can kind of be like, okay, you paying attention to what they saying, you listen to Dr. Fauci and everybody. But now it's so bad to the point where, for real, all you got to do is just walk outside. That's all you got to do is walk outside. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do is walk outside and look around and see how things is out there. Everywhere you go, you should see people with their mask on. When you turn on your local news, you're always going to hear about the spikes in cases in your prospective city, state, town, what have you. You know what I mean? But getting back to basketball, getting back to the Sixers, man, the Sixers are ready to play. But at the same time, certain players are a little bit apprehensive about being in the state of Florida because of these astronomical cases. I mean, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, dudes are just straight up spooked. You know what I mean? Like, Joel already voiced his opinion about not only the bubble, but about safety. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, like, I'm gonna be in the room playing the game, chilling, falling back. But I don't know about everybody else. I don't know their lifestyle. I don't know what they're going to be doing to quote unquote pass the time. You know what I'm saying? And truth of the matter is, like, that's true. Like, you don't know what people go be doing. So you do got to focus on you and your quote unquote prospective teammates. Try to make sure that everybody on your team is doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Just worry about that, and hopefully you could possibly get together with other team captains, you know what I'm saying, your LeBrons, your Giannis's of the league or what have you, you know what I mean? Like get together with these dudes, like look, you know what I'm saying? Like I know it's gonna be rough, everybody being down here in the quote unquote bizzubble, but at the same time, like look, man, we got to lock it down. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you on a game, break that game out, you know what I mean? If you brought your girl down, hey, now is the time to see if she the one. Because if you can be with her, you know what I mean, day in and day out, you know what I mean, through this whole situation and she can hold you down, hey man, baby girl might be a keeper. So it's a lot going into this whole situation, man, that people have to not only pay attention to, you know what I'm saying, but be receptive of. I mean, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was wondering why you dropped the video yesterday about you want to get tested for the virus. Why not? You know what I'm saying? If I can, you know what I mean. Thank God that I'm a veteran. You know what I'm saying? And I had the ability, to go to the VA and do that. Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are looking for free testing, which I hope everybody is, or mobile testing. And some people may even have to pay for it. And if you can't afford it, I think it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? To know where you stand so you know how you can move out here. You know what I mean? And if you have family, kids in a home, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're safe around your family. Seriously. I mean, the numbers in this situation, man, are like not only staggering, but it should wake you up. And if it ain't woke you up, excuse me, I had a burp. I don't know if you heard that, but much love. I apologize. But I mean, if you haven't woke up by these numbers, I mean, something wrong. You know what I mean? Something is truly wrong. You know what I mean? Like, don't be so ignorant to the fact that you don't want to listen to truth, because you can't listen to what you're hearing on CNN and MSNBC. I mean, you can listen to that stuff as far as intake, but as far as like, how is this going to affect my life? You know what I mean? Theoretically, you shouldn't even ask yourself that question, because it's already affecting your life. It's already affecting your life. Don't ask why and how. You know what I'm saying? Just know that the effect of this quote unquote global pandemic is present, is prevalent, you know what I mean? And it's taking precedence, not only in everybody's life, but in the way that this country is being looked at, being considered. You know what I mean? Like, people from the United States can't even darn near travel certain places. You know what I mean? Can't even go to Canada. Canada not even letting people up in there, man. You know what I mean? The Canada and U.S. border, you know what I'm saying, is darn near is pretty much empty. You know what I'm saying? No traffic, tumbleweeds going through that junk, cuz. You know what I mean? Like, it's serious. But those guys down there in the bubble, man, I mean, first of all, heart goes out to them, because like Joe said, man, like, I'm just trying to do my job. You know what I mean? And to do your job, which is play basketball in situations and circumstances like this, and let alone, keep in mind, everybody, I mean, you still have global and countrywide unrest, as far as, you know what I mean, the different social initiatives that still going on out here, you know what I'm saying? Continued blessings, you know what I mean, to Joy Floyd, Brianna, Ahmad, and everybody else. I mean, it's a lot going on. It's a lot still going on out here. So a lot of players are truly on the fence about what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna go out there and you wanna play the game that you love. You know what I mean? Whether it's basketball, football, baseball, soccer, hockey, jumping jacks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you have to do so at, I guess, at the risk of your safety or the safety of your brothers, your teammates, and also coaching staff, I mean, you have to ask yourself certain questions, man. Like, is it worth it? And some players, I mean, they honestly don't feel like it's worth it. You know what I mean? And the NBA is not going to hold them accountable for that, and I respect that, because you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to play, then you play. But if you feel as though you want to fall back because you don't feel safe and you don't want to risk anything, I mean, at all, whether as far as transmission or as far as coming in contact with the virus, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you fault somebody for that? You know what I'm saying? So they're allowing people to, I guess, opt out, stay home, remain quarantined and safe. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wish they could be. Lord knows I had my time where I tried to be, but then I had to go back to work, um, and I wasn't very comfortable. You know what I mean? And because, like I said, the environment that I work in, it was a lot of uh, situations as far as cases in that environment, a lot of positive cases. You know what I mean? So to have to be a quote unquote frontline worker, and you're working in these environments, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot stacked against you, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot stacked against you. So it's a very uncomfortable time right now. So you have to be really, you know what I'm saying, respectful, man, to these players going out here risking their body, because the only people that's supposed to do that is soldiers. You know what I'm saying? It's soldiers. It's your job and your duty to defend your country. Selfless service. That's one of the Army core values, is selfless service. Leadership, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. You know what I mean? So right now, these dudes is on the battlefield, man. You know what I mean? The battlefield is that bubble. You know what I mean? So everybody stepping up and stepping into that bubble, man. Like I said, over here at RTL, Real Talk Live, man, like we salute you. Um, Blessings and prayers going out to your family. Hope everybody gets here safe, and hopefully in the same safe and healthy conditions that you arrive in, you'll one day exit and leave in. You know what I mean? And return back to your families healthy and safe. But like I said, man, it's gonna be good, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know the Sixers are ready to play despite, I guess, being nervous about things. You know what I mean? Which is expected. You know what I mean? Like, dude's gonna be, a little bit nervous, to say the least, about being in that environment. Um, but I hope everybody is successful, safe, and like I said, I'm looking forward to some basketball coming, as well as football and boxing. Excuse me. As you know, on the channel, like I said, those probably are the premier sports that we're going to talk about here. On RTL. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's going to be. Besides politics and things, you know what I'm saying? Like promoting black business and local small business. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to talk about sports as well. So like I said, man, like, we're a new channel, still growing, still trying to figure out where we stand. As they say, trying to figure out our niche as far as the channel. But right now, man, just being totally transparent, open with the people, putting out good content, trying to continue to grow and get better, learn about this quote unquote YouTube craft, because it is not as easy as people think it may be. It's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot to learn. So like I said, I'm learning, man. I'm learning, paying attention, taking advice, as they say, constructive criticism. Like I said, as long as something is coming from a blissful and educated place, man, I'm definitely receptive to it. You know what I mean? But as far as like trying to be negative or smart, like, you can miss me with that. Like, save all that. You know what I mean? Because I'm just trying to do something positive. I ain't trying to do nothing negative. So in regards to that, man, like I said, we're going to get ready to wrap this up. But like I said, this video was not only just talking about, like I said, sports. It's also talking about, like I said, the whole COVID situation, because right now, that is, whether you're talking about basketball, football, whatever sport, you have to talk about it, because they go hand in hand at this point. So whenever you're talking about and you hear people talk about sports, don't be surprised if you're always going to hear about COVID-19, Corona, aka the Rona. That's what it is moving forward. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Especially when we're talking about the NBA right now, because like I said, teams are starting to come down here to the bubble, and once that bubble gets full, people just sitting on the sideline and just waiting to see if it's going to pop. So hopefully it does not. Hopefully everybody and everything remains safe, clear, you know what I'm saying, Rona free, but that is very difficult, especially in this state, especially at these times. But again, before we close, I just want to tell everybody, man, go out there if you can, get tested, you know what I'm saying, for the Rona. Like I said, don't think that you're cool. It's cool if you ain't got no symptoms, but just remember, if you don't have any symptoms, that just means you could possibly be asymptomatic. Now, only way that you know if you ain't asymptomatic is if you go get tested and let that test tell you where you stand. Then once you get that test, and then you go from there. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't nothing to play with, man. You know what I mean? This is a very situation. This situation as far as the Rona, man, is molding our lives right now. Our day-to-day lives, our weekly, our monthly, our yearly lives. Like I said, people have had plans that just been totally demolished because of this whole situation. Not only myself, but also a ton of other people. So be encouraged, be blessed, be positive, be righteous. And as I like to say, man, you know what I mean? If you're going to look for anything, if you're trying to find anything, just let it be peace. You know what I mean? So until then, catch you guys on the next one. I will holler. Remember, wear your mask, whether it's a face mask, a bandana, whatever. Wear your mask, be safe, practice social distancing and all that good stuff. Wash your hands like a surgeon. You know what I'm saying? Not just your hands. You want to wash. You put this book down. Wash your hands, but also wash all this. You know what I'm saying? Wipe all that. Clean all that. Don't just wash your hands from your tips to your wrists. No, you want to wash your hands up to your forearms as well. You know what I'm saying? You want to get all that. So, like I said, blessings, love, and catch everybody else on the next video. Y'all stay safe. Peace.